I want to share with you 7 ways that you can show up generously every day at work. It all has to do with being compassionate, being present to the moment and what's going on, and intentionally inviting people to have better conversations. Better conversations aren't about you leading the discussion or driving the agenda. Better conversations are about using your skills to listen and understand, and about being open to creating solutions together with the very people you see and work with every day. So here are 7 ways that you can challenge yourself to show up generously at work. 1. Say hello and smile to everyone you meet from the moment you enter the building to the moment you settle down to work. Aim to interact with at least 7 people. Make it a game, extra points for anyone who smiles back or shares something with you about who they are or what they did at the weekend. 2. Notice quieter people around you. Match their energy, which probably means lowering yours, and start a conversation. You can start one by saying what you notice about them. I notice that you like quiet time in the morning. Can I ask you why that's important to you? Or hey, are we being too noisy and distracting you? Or just invite them into your conversation with someone else. Hey, what do you think about? 3. Everyone has bad days. Give people the benefit of the doubt and remind yourself that the way they're responding may have absolutely nothing to do with you. Marcus Aurelius once said this, which basically means we should help restore that person to the best version of themselves, because it's from this place that they can be more rational and reasonable. So how about saying something like, let's take a walk and get a coffee? And then just listen and try to understand. Try not to judge them, and equally don't feel that you need to defend your position or put your counter argument to them. Just listen and ask. 4. Mental health is still a secret. Almost half of us are uncomfortable telling our employer about mental health problem we're having. We may be afraid that if our boss or colleagues know about the condition, we'll be judged in ways that might limit credibility or professional development. So it takes trust and a lot of courage to open up. If you're that boss or colleague and someone does muster up the courage to tell you what they're battling with, here's what you could do. Express your gratitude that they trust you and acknowledge that they've shared something very personal and difficult. Then ask, how can I best support you? Even better, if you suspect they're struggling, create opportunities where they may comfortably and privately share what they're dealing with. You might need to prompt a few times in gentle ways and let them know they can trust you. 5. Sabotage isn't always intentional. Oftentimes, behaviour from our teammates that looks like sabotage is really more a sign that they're stuck. They might knock down your ideas in a meeting, not deliver something you've delegated to them, or simply refuse to support you in a task that you thought you'd got agreement on. Pick your moment to check in with them. Yes, I'm challenging you to check in with the very person that aggravated you. So find an opportunity after the event to tell them these things. How their behaviour made you feel. That you'd like to understand what was happening for them and then give them the floor. Own the part that you may have unintentionally played in causing them to respond the way they did. And that you'd like things to work better and ask, what could that look like? So a bit of back and forth, negotiate some ideas, contract, and agree to check in later. The chances are you both made some assumptions that were a bit off, or you both felt that your values were violated to some degree. Have that better conversation, iron it out, and mark it down to getting to know each other better. 6. Manage your frustrations through questions. I love questions. Okay, so raising your voice or talking at someone never works. Equally, retreating and staying quiet doesn't make the frustration go away. So next time you feel frustrated with someone, my challenge to you is to become Columbo. Go into detective mode, hunt for evidence and ask lots of questions. Invite people to talk more about the very idea that frustrates you. Here are some you can try. Tell me more about that. What's brought you to this point? What's important about this for you? What other options have you considered and where did you get to with those? Why is it important that this happens? Not aggressive, just direct. Make it your job to understand. Then you could say something like, would you like to understand my take on it? Ask for the invitation. Who's going to say no when you've made an effort to understand them? And finally, 7. We all struggle with confidence, everyone, without exception. We all have that internal voice that makes us doubt ourselves at times, that imposter syndrome. It's even tougher when we add a mental health problem to the dynamic. So when someone shares an idea or makes a request, it's safe to assume they've given it a great deal of thought and they've probably worked up the courage to voice it. So what's your move now? All you have to do here is understand more. Tell me more about that. What's the background to this? Invite them to share and give them the space to do just that. There's no need to make a decision straight away. Everyone needs time to ponder on things. So just say something like, let me get back to you on that. Or, when do you need a decision? I need to check some details before I come back to you on what's possible. When we tap into our generous way of being and into our personal values, we take the time to notice what's happening for others. We take the time to find out what's really going on. Then we have the wherewithal, the presence of mind to take positive steps to make a difference for ourselves and for everyone we work with. We start to want better conversations for ourselves and for others.